Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, and I have way too many cell phones, let's face it. So, I gotta get rid of some of these things. I'm going to start a pile of the ones I'm going to keep, the ones I'm going to donate, and the ones I'm going to straight up shoot, because I got a new CO2 Pelican, yippee skippy. But more importantly than that, I want to try this new time-lapse app that I got, and then maybe we'll test and see how strong some of these cases actually are. Anyways, let's just get right into it, shall we? Now, we have Apple, we have Android, and actually I have a Windows phone somewhere around here my daughter took off with, and when I find it, I'll throw it in here too. It's a Nokia Windows phone. And so straight up, I need to keep the apples because everybody always loses the apples and they need to go back to them. I don't have too many of them. Unfortunately, the batteries die pretty quick on the older SE and iPhone 5 and 5S type case. So anything under a 5S I wouldn't even use because the battery probably isn't even any good. But anyways, yeah, keeping these ones, man, the 5S's, the 6S's, even though 6S is considered pretty old, it still has a lot of usage. You can still get a lot done with it. Might take like forever to load, but this is an iPhone 6, and we can get Transformers Earth Wars loading on this. I mean, there's so much you could do with an old iPhone. You can put a VPN on it, you can get a fake Facebook account so that you can counter-troll people if they're messing with your family or friends. And then, of course, these things all come with the GPS is on board. So, bam, just like that, you already have a GPS unit on this system because the map is offline. So you download Here We Go apps or one of these offline apps, and just like that, you have a GPS wherever you go. And that's taken a long time for a first-time startup. Alright, so as I'm waiting for that thing to start up, let's go through some of the phones that I'm just going to be getting rid of. Actually, I might take a few shots at this just to see a nice shatter effect on the time-lapse. If I can, but man, some of these old phones. Check this one out. This is, pretty sure this is a 4S that got hit by a truck. Also, I should probably get rid of the ones that don't have batteries or backs on them. Man, I don't need that clogging up my stuff. Next up, let's talk about the LG G6. What do you think, guys? I'm just kidding. This is actually my primary personal phone. Why would I get rid of this? It was only released in 2017. And it still works great. It does everything I want it to. Of course, it plays Transformers Earth Wars like a pro. Quite surprisingly, the LG G3 will play this game also. And now, the iPhone 5S's that I have, I'll probably be donating this one. I just don't need it, don't really have any particular use for it. And this one, I might just try this one, put it in a good case, and fire some shots at it just to test the case out a little bit. Don't need this one. Alright, let's have a quick look at the Blackberry Z10. Z10 and Q10. The Q10 is just a little bit faster than the Z10, but today I want to talk a little bit quickly about if they're still usable. And the short version is, if you just want to talk on the phone and send texts, absolutely. If you want to do absolutely anything else, no. As soon as I got on this, I tried to use the Amazon apps. It said to update, and then it said that, well, it's not here anymore. But it decided to say that my apps, or my device, is no longer supported by Amazon. So that kind of sucks. At the same time, I have a bunch of old programs installed on here. Man, things take forever to do anything. Got the Ghost Radar. Oh yeah, check it out, nav free. So I can still use this as an offline GPS, of course. I actually loaded up a BlackBerry Z10 full of music and movies for my daughter, but she'd never use it because she can't concentrate on anything long enough. That might not be the best type of person to give a phone to, though. Anyways, check it out, my old girls. I got the Optimus, I got the Geo, and I got the... I don't even remember what this was, but back in the day when I wouldn't spend anything on phones, I got the cheapest of everything. And then complained... about the Android operating system because I only had really super cheap phones to use this with. Now, if I would have, instead of buying smaller ones, put my money together and got a bigger one, that would have done quite a bit for me. But the awesome things about Androids is you can chain them, and you can use them all for separate uses. I thought there would be a lot more going on in the scene, but unfortunately it never came to be. So I only got to do so much cool things with Android phones, chaining them like nanos pretty much. Oh yeah, check this out, ladies. I found my Nokia 610. Let's give her a bit of a stress test, shall we? Alright, really, that wasn't so bad. That was about 30 shots I got into the back case, and it only started to give out when I started focusing fire on that lens. Well played, Nokia. And for those of you curious about it, I've been using the Vigilante semi-automatic from Crosman. I should throw it out there that everything that has been destroyed is going through the recycling, not to the trash. Gotta recycle, guys. Anyways, that's it for me. Now from NAS TechBits, like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Always appreciated, and have a good one, folks.